And I think that's, like you said, it's an often misstepped. Let's talk about that just a little bit more, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. I love to talk about it. Now you'll think, maybe hang with me for just a second, because you might think I've got a crazy person. What did I ask her? But when I teach creating curiosity, I often say it's the difference between how you call a dog and how you call a cat, which I know sounds a little crazy.
Oh, I love this. Okay, Go ahead.
So I don't know, Michael, are you a dog or a cat lover by chance?
Dog lover.
So if you want to get your dog's attention, oftentimes you change your demeanor, you change your voice, you do these things where you're like, oh, come here, boy, come here, right? And dogs love that energy. They're like, oh, something fun's going to happen. I'm so in. They don't know if it's a treat or a walk or a ride, or they don't know, but they're so in. And unfortunately, sometimes when we have somebody that we think, oh, this person would be a great client for us, or this person would benefit from our work, we show up with what I call dog calling energy. But people don't like that energy coming at them. It's especially if they don't know you yet. So they'll push away. They'll go like, oh, too much. Like coming on too strong. Because it's like, oh my gosh, you're the perfect client for us. We can help you. We can do that. And they're like, oh, too much. So the flip side of this, when you think about when you call a cat, you behave differently, because cats don't come like dogs will, right? So when you want to call a cat, you do this thing where you go, here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty, kitty. Now, if you know cats, sometimes they'll just look at you like, what? Like they're not even coming yet. They're not even sure it's interesting. So we have to pique people's curiosity. We want them to go, what? Lean in, ask a question. So there's a lot of ways to do this. I have a whole course just on creating curiosity. But oftentimes I say, if you want to talk about your business more, if you want to pique somebody's curiosity to know, am I in a conversation with somebody who could potentially benefit from something I'm working on? Think about, first and foremost, how do you answer just basic questions? So a basic question that most of us get a couple times a week, if not more, is a how are you question, right? Now, most of us, if we're not thinking about it, we'll say like, oh, fine, how are you? Or I'm good, how are you? That doesn't actually pique any curiosity, but yet it's a prime opportunity too. So what I want people to learn how to do is create what I call here, kitty, kitty responses to basic everyday questions. So if somebody asked me right now, like, hey, Nikki, how are you? I might say, oh, I'm good. The podcast just moved up on the charts, and we're now, in the top 1% of globally downloaded podcasts worldwide. Now, people might go like, oh, you have a podcast? Now, I only bring up something that I want to talk about. If I have a new product, I might say, oh, I'm good. We're just about to launch something brand new. And people go like, well, what is it? Right? They'll open the door, they'll ask questions. And then by asking questions, it gives you a little bit of permission to answer the question. So your creating curiosity, here, kitty, kitty responses really should only be a sentence or two. Anything more than a 3-sentence response and you're in dog calling mode, right? You've moved out of here, kitty, kitty, and you're now in dog calling mode. So we have to start to create some curiosity, and it's like building a muscle.